The woman from Colorado who was just at the place that I was at. I have a life rule against flirting with women at their place of business, and I could not tell if you were interested in me. And I got too nervous to approach you. Sorry. To the men who were confused about why I would have that life rule in the first place, if someone is in the service industry, particularly, part of their job is to make you comfortable. And if you start flirting with them at their job, think of the position that you were putting them in. Essentially, you are coercing compassion out of them whilst simultaneously making them uncomfortable. Probably don't do that. That said, a lot of my internal rules are overly restrictive. Catholic guilt plus social justice orientation leads to often complete and total paralysis, real-life cheatyism. There are lots of meet cutes that happen in places of business. I worked at a place once that had a one-strike policy. It was like, or one-shot policy. Like, ask somebody out once, if they say no, it's over forever. I don't know. Maybe I just should have been more direct and been like, hey, are you single? Or I don't know. How do you do it? I have books. I don't have a game. I don't expect to meet her. That's not the point. The point is, in the post-Me Too world, not that it's over, but in the cultural shift post-Me Too, we are in need of renegotiating many gender dynamics in public. And I don't think we will complete the process of imagining what's next if we don't take any time to imagine what's next. Part of the genius of Octavia Butler is doing the work of imagining. You can't make the world better until you do the work of imagining better. This is such a different video than normal. Normally I'm like, hey, here's the answer to a thing in a book that I read 7 years ago on page 53 in footnotes. There's some nuance that you haven't heard about. I honestly do not have any of the answers. I just know that it is valid that we need to renegotiate these rules because the violence against women is real in society. But also, we will not finish the process of renegotiating these rules if we bury our cultural heads in the sand. Totally spitballing ideas here that I'm not sure I even believe. Theorem number 1, the Bumble theorem. We shift the burden of flirting to women. That solves a lot of the problems. Probably overly simplistic. Imagination number 2. Flirting becomes less fun and more direct, and like along the lines of the unless you're in like a speed dating environment or you're at a bar or like in a place where flirting is like supposed to happen, anything outside that context just becomes way less sexy. It's just like, hey, are you say, and then just like we become like Nordic in our directness. Imagination number 3. We never figure this out and I stay single forever. That feels safe.